2-20. Before that, their last win came 10 games earlier. Southern Valley 39-31. There's the Wildcats' 2 wins on the season. For the Smith Center Redmen, well, they're on a 12-game losing streak after their lone win of the season, 60-39. 60-39, the Redmen defeated the Central Plains Oilers in the first round of the Amos Morris Classic. And since then, it's been a 12-game losing streak for the Redmen, 1-13 on the season. In this matchup, though, the Redmen won last year 40-34. The Redmen have won the last 4 meetings against the Wildcats. The last time Superior won was in 2017. They won that matchup 69-57. So the Wildcats are looking to end that 4-game losing streak to the Redmen. The Redmen looking to get their second win of the season and to end that 12-game losing streak. As we are getting set here for the start of this one. Working on getting all the starters here for both sides. As it's like missing one for the Wildcats. Looks like it is him. So the starters for the Wildcats will be a junior, number 5, a 5'6", again junior, is Tanner Tice. Also starting for the Wildcats will be number 10, a 5'11" senior, Tegan Rothschild. Number 21, a 6'4" senior, Dane Miller. Number 42, a 5'11" junior, Jacob Meyer. And number 44, a 6'2" senior, Seth Schnackenberg. The Wildcats are head coached by Trent Cybecker, assisted by Mason Heath. And they, again, are 2-17 on the season. They average 37.9 points per game, give up 53 points per game. They are 2-4 at home this season, coming in on a 3-game losing streak as they are looking to end that tonight. For the Smith Center Redmen, they will start number 3, a 5'11" junior, Tarek Kelch. Number 12, a 5'10" senior, Taylor LaPie. Number 23, a 5'10" sophomore, Benji Carr. Number 24, a 6'4" senior, Nolan Lehman. And number 34, a 6'4" sophomore, Tegan McKenzie. The Redmen head coached by Patrick Miller, assisted by Alex Hobelman. The Redmen 1-13 on the year, 32 points per game is what they are averaging. They are giving up 59 points per game. They are coming in on a 12-game losing streak. They are 0-4 on the road this season. Again, looking to end that 12-game losing streak tonight. The Redmen in those road red jerseys, white numbers, green trim. The Wildcats in their home white jerseys with the red numbers and the red trim. Getting the final starters in here for the Wildcats as we are getting set. Should be a good one tonight as, again, the Redmen coming in 1-13 on the year. The Wildcats 2-17 on the year. Both averaging in the 30s as the Wildcats average 5 more points per game than the Redmen do, and they give up 6 less points as, again, the Wildcats averaging 37, the Redmen 32. The Redmen give up 59 while the Wildcats give up 53. Tegan McKenzie into the center circle for the Redmen. It's Dane Miller for the Wildcats, and we are getting set here for the boys varsity matchup. If you're just joining us, the girls matchup went in the way of the home team as the Lady Wildcats won by 10, 54-44. Wildcats win the tip, and Dane Miller has it out front between the circles. Miller down to the top of the key, picks up his dribble now to the right wing to Meyer. Schnackenberg puts up the right corner 3. It's too hard, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Tice. Miller puts up the 3. It's no good. Tipped in the hands of LaPie. LaPie lets everybody clear out. Now brings it up the court. LaPie working against Meyer out front between the circles. Picks up his dribble now to Kelch, and Kelch going to be fouled. Tanner Tice picks up the first personal foul. First Wildcat team foul. 7:29 left to go in the first quarter. Looking for our first points of the ball game as Kelch will inbound for the Redmen. Gets it into Lehman. Nolan between the circles, picked up out front by Tegan Rothschild. Now to Tegan McKenzie. McKenzie at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper. Good! Tegan stepping out to the free throw line and getting the 2 points, and the Redmen take the early 2-0 lead. 7:12 left to go in the first quarter. Meyer, left wing, drives in, shot high off the glass, no good. Second rebound of the ball game for Taylor LaPie. The Redmen lead 2-0. As Lepi drives all the way down to the right wing, picks up his dribble out front to Lehman. Lehman goes to work down to the right elbow, back out right wing. Inside for Kelch. Tarek pump fake, drives off the glass, no good. Rebound, fought for, and a jump ball going to be called. It will be Redmen basketball. Tarek shot just off, rolled off the front of the iron. Again, a good job that time by Tegan McKenzie. Got tied up with Seth Schnockenberg, and it will be Redmen basketball. As Kelch will inbound with 6:50 left to go in the first quarter. The Redmen leading 2-0. Tarek needs to get it in, does so to McKenzie in the right corner. Now to Carr, right wing. They look inside for Lehman. Lehman underneath. Shot blocked from behind by Dane Miller. Miller comes up with the rebound. He'll bring it back the other way quickly down to the right wing. Hop step through the paint, off the glass, too hard, no good. Rebounded by Nolan Lehman as he used his long arms to reach over the top and grab that rebound down, his first of the ball game. 2-0. Smith Center leads with 6:25 left to go in the first quarter. Kelch has a right wing. Finds Lehman. Lehman, right elbow shot is up and left it short, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Meyer, his first rebound of the ball game. Tice brings it up the left side, down to the left wing, drives in, kicks it backside to Miller. Miller out to Schnockenberg, top of the key to Meyer. Meyer fires up the three, no good. Rebound by Tegan McKenzie, and a foul going to be called on Rothschild, his first personal foul. Second Wildcat team foul.
Fouls on Tegan Rothschild, his first personal, second team foul.
6:04 left to go in the first quarter. The Smith Center Redmen leading 2-0 over the Superior Wildcats. As Kelch drives in, kicks out to Carr, left wing. Benji on the drive down to the left, baseline, kicks it back out to Lepi. Lepi going to drive baseline, leaves it off and blocked by Schnockenberg. He gets his own rebound, though, does Taylor Lepi. They get it inside for McKenzie. McKenzie, turnaround, hook shot, good. Good to see Tegan on the offensive end as he struggled on the offensive end a few times this season. And he's already off to a hot start with 4 points. He's got all four for the Redmen. It's 5.5 to go. Tice has it left wing. Kicks it out front to Miller. Miller on the dribble. Tipped out by Kelch. Miller tracks it back down between the circles. Miller directs traffic. Hop step into the paint. Jump stop high off the glass. Back of the iron. No good. A third rebound of the game for Nolan Lehman. The outlets ahead to Lepi. Lepi drives in and gets called for the travel. First turnover of the game for the Redmen. And into the game for the Smith Center Redmen is Wyatt Overmiller, 5'11 sophomore. Good to see Wyatt come back. We weren't sure if we were even going to get to see Wyatt come back this season after that injury he suffered against Oakley at the end of the first half when he hurt that arm. Good to see Wyatt back out there for the Redmen. He'll be a big boost offensively and defensively for the Redmen. Tice puts up the left corner three. It's too hard, misses everything, goes out of bounds, and Tegan McKenzie couldn't come up with the rebound as it goes out of bounds and will remain Superior basketball. 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. The Redmen lead 4-0. Wildcat basketball, though, as Schnockenberg will inbound. Looking, goes into Meyer, right wing. Meyer on the dribble. He's going to drive in, kicks it out to Tice, left wing. Tice drives into the left block. Cut off there by Lehman. Now to Miller. Miller fires up the three. It's off the front of the iron, no good. Tipped out by Overmiller. Tracked down by Dane Miller. To Meyer on the left baseline. Again, too hard, no good. Rebounded by Lepi. That's already Taylor Lepi's fourth rebound in the ball game. Lepi now leads the break for the Redmen as they lead 4-0. Inside pass for Kelch. Right block blocked by Miller, and a foul going to be called. Third team foul in the Superior Wildcats. Foul's on Dane Miller, his first. So Kelch again ahead to the free throw line to shoot for the Redmen. And a timeout already called by the Wildcats. Their first of the game. We'll take it with them as Smith Center leads 4-0. 4:20 left to go in the first. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Next Channel 165 is the Center Redmen YouTube channel. I'd like to thank our sponsors who help make this possible for me to come up here and set stuff up and make some stuff go, and help with Terry Long and Jesse Ray doing the play-by-play stuff here. If you'd like to be a sponsor, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Bottom Way, Smith Center, Kansas, 66967. We're looking at getting a new hard drive for saving all of our stuff too, because our other hard drives are full. So if you can contribute to help us out, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. We're back in action. Go Redmen.
Tarek Kelch will head to the free throw line. First one off to the left, no good. So it makes it still 4-0, 4:20 left to go in the first. Kelch, second one on its way. That one falls in, so Tarek has his first point of the ball game, and it makes it 5-0 with 4:18 left to go in the first quarter. Smith Center leads by that 5-0 score. Wildcats get it ahead to Meyer. Meyer up the right sideline, picks up his dribble. Now to Miller. Miller finds an opening, drives inside, shot is up, off the glass and good. Miller gets his first points in the ball game, and it makes it 5-2. The Smith Center Redmen lead by 3. Lehman to Lepai. Lepai across the timeline, cut off by Schnockenberg, stolen away by Schnockenberg. They get it ahead to Tice. Tice at the left block. Good. And that pulls the Wildcats back within 1, 5-4. 3:40 left to go in this first quarter. McKenzie has it backside to Overmiller. Overmiller working down to the left corner. Inside pass for Kelch. Up and no good. It rattles out. Rebounded by Schnockenberg. His first rebound of the ball game. Dane Miller quickly up the court. Down to the right to baseline. Shot is up. Off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Lehman. Fourth rebound of the ball game for Nolan. 5-4. The Smith Center Redmen lead by 1. 3:15 left to go in the first. Kelch has it in the right corner. Works against Meyer. Tries to split the defense, and a foul going to be called here. Foul is going to be on Jacob Meyer. His first personal foul. Fourth Wildcat team foul. Into the ball game will be Ashton Grassman. He is a junior. Grassman, a 6'4" junior for the Wildcats. At least that's what they have him listed as anyway. As Overmiller has it, right wing three for Wyatt. No good. And rebounded by Tanner Tice. That's his second rebound. They get it to Grossman, up and good. Grossman gets the first points of the ball game, and now it's a 6-0 run for the Superior Wildcats as Tegan McKenzie drives inside, jump stop left block, up and no good. Left is short. Rebound put back by McKenzie, no good. Rebound by Overmiller, up and no good. And then rebounded by Dane Miller. 6-5, Superior leads by 1. They're on a 6-0 run as Schnockenberg's 3 no good. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie, his second rebound. The Redmen started on a 5-0 run. Now the Wildcats on a 6-0 run of their own, and they lead by 1. 2:25 left to go. Overmiller finds Kelch. Kelch is shot up, no good in the paint. Rebound underneath by Grossman, his first rebound. To Miller, ahead to Meyer. Meyer behind the defense, up and count the basket. He heads to the free throw line. He'll shoot an end one attempt on the first foul of the ball game by the Smith Center Redmen. This one's going to be on Tegan McKenzie, his first, as the Redmen lost Meyer on the backside. By the time they saw him, he was already past him. Tegan tried to get the block, but got the foul instead. Meyer gets the basket, and he'll go to the line to shoot one as the Wildcats lead by 3, 8-5. Into the ball game, Benji Carr. Tegan McKenzie going to take a seat. So Meyer going to get set here for the and one attempt, trying to extend that Wildcat lead to 4. They're on an 8-0 run since the Redmen started on a 5-0 run. Meyer hits the free throw. He's got 3 points, and the Wildcats now lead. Now a steal by the Wildcats. As Tice has it, his shot no good. Rebound fought for, and Miller comes up with it. His shot is up and good. 4 points for Dane Miller, and the Wildcats now lead by 6 here in Superior High School. They're on an 11-0 run since the Redmen started on a 5-0 run. Lepai up the right sideline, and a foul going to be called. Schnockenberg picks up his first personal foul, 5th Wildcat team foul.
Fouls on set. Schnockenberg, his first personal, team's 5th.
Well, the Redmen will inbound in front of the Wildcat bench. Tarek Kelch doing the honors for the Redmen. Minute 48 left to go in the first. The Redmen trying to end this 11-0 run that the Superior Wildcats are on since the Redmen took the early 5-0 lead. Overmiller has it down to the left corner to Lehman. Nolan finds an opening, drives in, splits the defense off the glass, and good. Nolan gets his first points of the ball game. That ends the 11-0 run that the Wildcats are on. Miller tries to answer with a 3 off the backboard. Rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Tice. Wildcats get it inside for Grossman. Turn him around, shot is good. He's got 4. And the Wildcats lead 13-7 with a minute 15 left to go in the first quarter. Lepai passes it ahead. Kelch can't track it down before it goes out of bounds. And 4th turnover of the game for the Redmen. 1:11 left to go here in the first quarter. Superior leads 13-7. Wildcat basketball. So they work it around to Meyer, right wing, no good. Rebounded by Overmiller. Wyatt's got 2 rebounds now. Redmond bring it up the court. Overmiller down to the left corner. Carr for 3. Benji's shot no good. Hits the basket support. Out of bounds it is, and it will be Wildcat basketball. Back into the ball game for Superior will be Tegan Rothschild. Taking a seat will be Seth Schnockenberg. So the Redmen take it back right to left on your radio, or the Wildcats take it back right to left on your radio dial. Tice finds Grossman, power dribble up and good. Grossman has 6, right on the season average. He averages 6.4 points per game. Already at that here in the first quarter as the Superior Wildcats lead by 8, 15-7, and now a travel going to be called on the Redmen. That's their 5th turnover of the ball game. 22.4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats of Superior leading the Smith Center Redmen 15-7 here in Superior. Tice, backside pass for Meyer, left wing. Meyer keeps that pivot foot, finds Miller out front. He directs traffic, 10 seconds left. Miller back around to Tice, down to the right corner. Grossman inside for Rothschild. Back out Meyer, left wing 3, no good. Rebound fought for, and it will be the end of the first quarter. Superior leads 15-7. You're listening to Redmond Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Next 6 Channel 165 is Smith Center Redmen YouTube channel. Nice group of Smith Center supporters came down for the games here. Good to see that happen. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Shaylin Long, Dylan Otter Seaman, Neil and Karen Herndon, Theron and Lori Hairsnake, Dennis and Judy Schmidt, Dennis and Pam Mutchison, John and Overmiller, Burke and Kim Phelps, Realty One, Sean Phelps, Mary and Skip and Marie Overmiller, Larry and Barbara Wilson, Jack and Arlene Ben, Mitch and Tammy Oltis, Karen Wilma Berry, Ray and Karina Hairsnake, Ken and Diane Depperschmidt, Larry and Judy Burgess, and Laura Burgess, David and Mary Raby out there in Arizona. Curtis and Terry Overmiller, Matt and Alicia Brown, Eldine Holtis, and the Altus Boys, Eldine class of 1950, Micah class of 1972, Mitch class of 1975, Lyle class of 1981, the People's Heartland Foundation, who contributed money to Next Tech Channel 165, the Woods Project, and to the Home Economics, or whatever they call it now, Consumer something. Thank you, People's Heartland Foundation. Go, Redmen.
And Nolan Lehman for the Redmen. It looks like a Tanner Tice along with Dane Miller. Also out there is Ashton Grossman. Also Jacob Meyer and Tegan Rothschild for the Wildcats. As it is Superior basketball. They get it inside for Grossman. Turnaround shot, no good this time. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie. Tegan's got 3 rebounds, and the Redmen take it back, trying to cut down this 8-point Wildcat lead, 15-7 over the Smith Center Redmen. LaPie has it left wing, goes out front to McKenzie. Tegan looking, finds Davion Orr. Orr on the dribble, working against Rothschild, down to the left wing, between the legs dribble there. Lost the handle on it, picks it up at the left wing, finds Lehman inside, off the glass, and good! That's the way Davion planned it the whole time, make it look like he lost the handle on it. Picked it up at the last second. Threw it to Nolan, and he got the 2 points. As now Meyer tries to answer. His left corner, 2 no good. Tipped out. They're going to say last touch by Tarek Kelch. 15-9 the score. The Superior Wildcats lead with 7:13 left to go in the first half. Meyer going to take his seat. Schnockenberg comes back in. So he'll inbound the basketball for the Wildcats. Looking. Going to go out left side to Tice. Tice out front between the circles to Miller. Miller on the dribble to the right side. Back between the circles to Tice to the left wing to Schnockenberg. Down to the left corner to Grossman. Schnockenberg left wing. He takes one dribble now to Tice. Looking inside. Now goes to Miller. Right corner 3. No good. Rolls out. Rebounded by Schnockenberg. Schnockenberg underneath the basket, and he'll head to the free throw line. Second foul on the Redmen. So the Redmen doing a good job in that first quarter. Staying pretty clean, but the foul is on Tegan McKenzie, so 2 fouls on the Redmen here in the first half. Both of them on Tegan McKenzie with 6:54 left to go in the half. First one for Schnockenberg, no good. just a 55% free throw shooter on the season. He'll get set for the second one, trying to extend the Wildcat lead as they lead 15-9. Second one off to the left, no good. Rebounded by Nolan Lehman. Nolan's already got 5 rebounds in the ball game. 15-9, the Wildcats of Superior lead the Smith Center Redmen. They get inside for Kelch. Kelch high off the glass, no good. Rebounded, put back by Lehman, and he'll head to the free throw line. Good look by the Redmen to find Tarek underneath the basket, but he was quickly double-teamed underneath. Still got the shot off, but couldn't get it to fall, but no one there to clean the glass, and he got fouled, so he'll head to the free throw line. Foul's on Tanner Tice, his second personal foul, 6th Wildcat team foul. Lehman at the free throw line. The first one's on its way. Good. Lehman has 5 points. Into the ball game is Roscoe Bumbaugh for the Wildcats. Lehman's second one good as well. So Nolan's got 6 points to go with his 6 rebounds, and the Redmen trail by 4, 15-11 with 6:35 left to go. Bumbaugh right into the game. 3 is up, and it's good.
Roscoe Bumbaugh, 4-3.
So that puts the Wildcats back up by 7, 18-11. Lehman working against Miller in the backcourt. They get it to Orr. Davion across the timeline. Picks it up, finds Couch, left block off the glass. This time rolls out, no good. And it's rebounded by the Wildcats. Tegan Rothschild with the rebound. 7-point Wildcat lead, 18-11 over the Smith Center Redmen. 6:05 left to go in the half. Schnockenberg, left wing. He's going to drive into the paint. Leaves it underneath for Grossman. Turnaround blocked by Tegan McKenzie. Tegan comes away with his first block of the ball game. Comes down with the rebound. And Kelch brings it up the court. Left to right on your radio dial. 5:50 left to go in the half. 18-11. The Wildcats of Superior lead the Smith Center Redmen by 7. Kelch out to LaPie. Down to the right. The baseline to Lehman. Lehman picks up his dribble. Kicks it out front to Kelch. Tarek thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Inside of 4, Lehman goes to basketball. And killed the basket. No one's headed to the line for an and one. 8 points for Nolan Lehman. 17 fouls for the Superior Wildcats. And the foul is on Roscoe Bumbaugh. Into the ball game will be Hunter Missoula. He's a freshman. Also into the ball game is Jacob Meyer. He's back in. For the Redmen on the court is Tegan McKenzie, Nolan Lehman, Benji Carr, along with Davion Orr and Wyatt Overmiller. So Nolan at the free throw line. And one attempt on its way. Rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie. Carr with it. Now to Overmiller. Wyatt's 3 on its way. No good again. And this time rebounded by Missoula, his first. This is Wyatt trying to get back on track here after that injury. 0 for 2 from beyond the arc so far as Grossman drives in. No good. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie as the Redmen length coming into play, but the Superior Wildcats are just as long with a couple of guys that are also 6'4". But this time the Redmen length coming into play as Tegan just reached over the top and grabbed his 6th rebound of the ball game. 18-13, the Redmen trail by 5. Carr to McKenzie to Overmiller in the right corner. Back out to Carr. Benji fires up the 3. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound, and Miller going to track it down. That's Miller's 4th rebound of the ball game. Dane Miller drives inside, leaves it off for Schnockenberg, left baseline. He dribbles up to the left wing, hands it off to Miller there. Miller, backside pass for Missoula. His shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound put back by Schnockenberg, all by himself on the backside. Easy 2 points for Seth Schnockenberg, and the Wildcats go back up by 7, 20-13, just under 4.5 to go in the first half. Overmiller picks up his dribble, back to Lehman. Lehman gets it across the timeline, ahead to Orr in the left corner. Davion, left baseline shot, good. Davion Orr gets his first points of the ball game. And the Smith Center Redmen cut the lead back down to 5, 20-15. 4:08 left to go in the first half. Miller inside for Schnockenberg, left block, works against Lehman, shot off the glass and good. Schnockenberg has 4. And the Smith Center Redmen again trail by 7, 22-15, and now a timeout going to be called by Coach Miller. So with 3:51 left to go in the first half, the Superior Wildcats lead 22-15. We'll take a timeout with them as you're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Next Tech Channel 165, it's the Center Redmen YouTube channel. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Joe and Betty Beffert Farms, Dave and Susie Hudson, Artis Kettenberg, Greg and Tamara Frank, Gerald and Jenna Beclair, Buck Snowshack, Donna Dentz, Tom and Carol Stewart, Ron and Pat Griffith, Ron and Teresa Richler, Carol Ruth Curtis Living Trust, Joyce Jones, 3rd Street Design, Kathy McCary, P&G Computers, Greg and Peggy Holmerman for all your computer needs. I'd like to thank Next Tech for all they've done for us in the past, for supplying equipment and making good things happen for Redmen and Lady Red for many, many years. Next Tech supported us. And I talked to Ivan about it and pretty happy with the things that were going here. So go Redmen. Thank you for your assistance. Go Next Tech.
Redmen ready to go. Again, just waiting the Wildcats to come back out here. Looks like they're ready to go now. It will be Redmen basketball out of the timeout. Down by 7, 22-15. 3:50 left to go in the first half. Carr has it out front to Overmiller. Wyatt on the dribble. Left elbow shot is up, and it's just short, no good. Rebounded by Dane Miller, his 5th. Schnockenberg backs Carr into the right block, and travel going to be called, or a foul going to be called on the Redmen. Foul's going to be on Benji Carr. I guess that's why Schnockenberg traveled. And they're going to say Benji pushed him. So Missoula puts up the left corner 3. It's good. That puts the Wildcats up by 10, 25-15. Biggest lead of the ball game. Overmiller has it to Carr. Carr crosses across the timeline, drives in, left corner to Orr underneath the basket, down to the right corner. Kelch for 3, rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Jake and Meyer, his 2nd rebound. Meyer pushes it up the court for the Wildcats. Spin move at the free throw line, kicks out. Schnockenberg 3 on its way. Good. Schnockenberg has 7 all here in the second quarter, and the Wildcats lead by 13, 28-15. Carr ahead to Overmiller. Overmiller back to McKenzie. Kicks it ahead to Kelch. Backside pass for Orr, off the glass and good. That makes it 28-17. Missoula 3, no good. Rebounded by Wyatt Overmiller, his 3rd rebound of the ball game. So Wyatt pushes it up, stripped out there by Jacob Meyer. Meyer drives in, and a block going to be called on Wyatt. His 1st personal foul, 4th Redmen team foul. Nolan Lehman comes back in for the Redmen. Tegan McKenzie going to take a seat. Bum ball back in for the Wildcats.
Number 25, Roscoe Bombay.
And Dane Miller going to take a seat. Schnockenberg inbounds. Grossman 2, no good. Rebounded by Lehman. Nolan's 7th rebound of the ball game. And the Wildcats of Superior lead by 11, their biggest lead of the game, as they lead 28-17. Nolan drives all the way down to the baseline, drives in, right block, picks up his dribble, turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded by Schnockenberg, his 4th rebound already. And the Wildcats take it back quickly as Meyer finds Bumball left corner 3. This time no good. Rebounded by Missoula. Missoula kicks it out to Meyer for 3, and it's no good. Rebounded by Benji Carr. Carr looking to outlet, does so to Kelch. Tarek lets everybody clear out. Now he'll bring it up. 1:53 left to go in the first half. The Superior Wildcats lead by 11, 28-17. Lehman has the left wing. Nolan out front to Carr. Benji down to the right corner to Overmiller. Overmiller on the dribble at the right wing, working against Meyer. Drives down to the baseline. Inside pass for Carr. Up, no good. Left it short. Rebounded by Schnockenberg, his 5th. Meyer drives all the way down to the baseline. Bounces it in to his own hands. Schnockenberg going to fire up another 3. This one left short. No good, and a foul going to be called. This one's going to be on the Wildcats, their 8th team foul. And the foul is on Ashton Grossman. His 1st personal. Tegan McKenzie comes back in. Benji Carr going to take a seat. The Redmen have had some opportunities underneath, but unfortunately just can't get the ball to fall underneath here tonight. As the Redmen will go the long distance as Davion Orr steps up to the free throw line. And the Redmen have had some opportunities underneath, but that ball just not falling for them as they trail by 11, 28-17 here in the first half. 1:24 left to go. Orr will shoot 1-1. First in's on its way. It's good. Davion's now got 5 points, all here in the second quarter. Makes it a 10-point game once again, 28-18. Second one for Orr, good as well. Nice quarter here for Davion as he's got 6 points. And he's also got an assist here in this quarter as well. Bomba swings around to Missoula. Back around to Meyer, left wing. Bomba, left corner. Looking inside. He's going to drive in. Pump fakes, kicks it back out to Meyer. Meyer drives into the paint, and a foul going to be called on Tarek Kelch. His first personal foul, 5th Redmen team foul. Minute 7 left to go in the first half. The Superior Wildcats lead 28-19. Bomba up to the left wing. Down to Schnockenberg in the left corner. Back out front goes the basketball to Meyer between the circles. 1 minute left to go in the first half. Superior leads 28-19. Missoula to Bomba. Bomba back to Missoula in the right corner. He dribbles up to the right wing. Out front between the circles to Meyer. Meyer fires up the deep three. No good off the back of the iron. Rebound, fought for. Glossman comes down with it. Bomba no good. Rebound, fought for. And Missoula comes away with it. 38 seconds left to go in the half. Superior dribbles back out. Going to reset things with Schnockenberg left side. 30 seconds left. Meyer has it out front. The Wildcats looking for the final shot here of the half as they lead 28-19. And now a timeout going to be called with 14 seconds left to go in the half. Superior wants a full timeout to talk things over to draw up the last play of what could potentially be the last play of the first half. We'll take the timeout with them. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And our next take channel 165 is the Center Redmen YouTube channel. And we'll be in Smith Center. Norton's coming to town for basketball. And we're having wrestling junior high and high school against Plainville on Friday also at the elementary school. So come out and support your team. Next Monday, we'll be back in town with Republic County coming to town for a makeup game when they got COVID canceled. So come out and support your team and enjoy the good times. Screaming for the Redmen, a Lady Red.
As we await both teams to come back out here. Davion Orr, Tegan McKenzie, Wyatt Overmiller, Tarek Kelch, and Nolan Lehman for the Redmen. The Wildcats counter with Steph Schnockenberg, Ashton Grossman, Dane Miller, Jacob Meyer, and Hunter Missoula. Wildcat basketball out of the timeout. 14.4 seconds left. I'm sure they are looking for the final shot of the half. Miller, bounce pass back to Meyer right side, down to Missoula, back to Meyer right wing. Lobs it up for Miller, mistimed his jump, rebounded by Tarek Kelch. Kelch up the sideline. Runner at the buzzer, off the glass, rolls out, no good, and that's how the first half ends with the Wildcats leading 28-19. We'll be back to wrap up the first half right after this as you're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Tech Channel 165, we'll be right back.
We would like to formally introduce your 2021-2022 drill team members. Lily Edwards, Kaylee Hansen, Mia McNean, Brooklyn Gravax, Lacey Kirkhoff,
19. Again, the Wildcats led 15-7 after quarter number 1. The Redmen started out with a 5-0 run to start the ball game, led 5-0, but the Wildcats then outscored the Redmen 15-2 down the stretch in that first quarter and led 15-7 after quarter number 1. The Wildcats would then outscore the Redmen 13-12 in the second quarter and lead 28-19 here at halftime. Again, a quick rundown of the scoring. 3 points for Hunter Missoula, 2 for Tanner Tice, 6 for Ashton Grossman, 4 for Dane Miller, 3 for Roscoe Bomba, 3 for Jacob Meyer, and 7 for Seth Schnockenberg. For the Redmen, it's 6 points for Davion Orr, 1 for Tarek Kelch, 8 for Nolan Lehman, and 4 for Tegan McKenzie. Starters back out there for the Redmen. It's Tegan McKenzie, Nolan Lehman, Benji Carr, Tarek Kelch, and Taylor LaPie. They will start the second half with the basketball. Redmen basketball as LaPie has it down to the right corner. Lost the handle on his dribble. Now picks it up as Meyer falls to the ground. Carr has it, right wing 3. No good for Benji. Tegan saves it in, but right in the hands of Dane Miller. As Miller gets ahead to Jacob Meyer, and he gets the 2 points. That's 5 points for Meyer. Give Miller the assist, his second of the ball game. Lehman has it. Dribbles ahead, down by 11, 30-19. The Superior Wildcats lead. LaPie drives in, tipped out, stolen away by Miller. They get it ahead to Tice. Tice shot is up, no good. Gets his own rebound, hands it off to Grossman. His shot no good. Rebound tracked down by Taylor LaPie. And then he goes backcourt. Coach Miller not happy with the call of backcourt. But the refs say that he was, so I guess we'll go back the other way with Superior going left to right on your radio dial, leading by 11, 30-19, 7 minutes left to go. Tice has it, back to Miller, inside for Grossman, turnaround jumper, no good, rebounded by Tegan McKenzie. That's Tegan's 8th rebound of the ball game. Superior leads 30-19. LaPie has it, down to the right wing, picks up his dribble out front to Carr. Benji fakes left, goes right, kicks it out to McKenzie in the right corner. Tegan looking to hand off, gives it to LaPie deep in the corner. Back inside for McKenzie. Tegan, shot is up and good. McKenzie's got 6 now, and the Redmen trail by 9, 30-21. Meyer has it left wing inside for Schnockenberg. His shot is up, high over McKenzie, no good, rebounded by LaPie. Taylor's got 6 rebounds already in the ball game. As the Redmen take it back. Tipped in, stolen away by Dane Miller. Miller on the fast break, and he's going to be fouled. Third steal of the ball game for Dane Miller. First foul of the second half for the Redmen. First personal on Nolan Lehman. Dane Miller will head to the free throw line, trying to extend the 9-point Wildcat lead.
Dane Miller to the line, shooting 2.
Miller's first attempt from the line. He's just a 57% free throw shooter on the season. First one off the front of the iron, no good. So the score remains a 30-29 or 21, a 9-point Wildcat lead. Miller trying to make it a 10-point lead. It's on its way. Also no good. Rebounded by Benji Carr. Miller comes away and tips that one into the Wildcat bench. So the Redmen will continue with possession. Down by 9, 30-21, 6:02 left to go in the third quarter. Kelch to inbound. Does so to Carr in the backcourt. Benji brings it up the court, across the timeline. Calls out the offense, dribbles over to the right wing, gets a screen, now to Lehman in the right corner. Drives baseline, and a foul going to be called on the Wildcats. This will be their first team foul of the second half. And the second on Dane Miller.
Dane Miller, his second personal, first team foul of the second half.
5:52 left to go in the third quarter. The Superior Wildcats lead by 9, 30-21. Lehman gets the inbounds pass, 3 on its way, rolls out, no good. Rebounded by Schnockenberg, his 6th. They get it to Dane Miller. Miller down to the right wing. Picks up his dribble now to Schnockenberg. Down to the left corner to Meyer. Meyer back inside for Schnockenberg. No look pass to Grossman. Good.
Ashton Grossman for 2 on the assist from 7.
Grossman's got 8, and the Wildcats lead by 11, 32-21. Kelch has it down to the right wing. Dribbles back out between the circles now to LaPie left wing. LaPie drives down to the baseline, wraparound pass for Lehman, and Nolan's going to be fouled and head to the free throw line. Second Wildcat team foul here in the third quarter. And we'll see who this one's on. Foul's on Seth Schnockenberg, his second personal foul. So the Redmen head to the free throw line. It's Nolan Lehman trying to cut the lead back down to single digits. First one for Nolan's on its way. Good. Nolan's got 9 points as Wyatt Overmiller comes into the ball game. And Benji Carr going to take a seat. 10-point lead for the Superior Wildcats, 32-22. Lehman with a chance to make it single digits with this one as he will have his 10th point of the ball game if he can get this one to fall. Too hard off the back of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie. And LaPie will head to the free throw line as he drives inside. Third team foul on the Wildcats. Fouls on Schnockenberg again, his third personal.
Third personal.
So, Dane Miller comes back in. Schnockenberg going to take a seat. Oh, no. Looks like Schnockenberg will stay on the court for now. Dane Miller just going in to be a part of the lineup for the free throw as LaPie misses the first one. Now Schnockenberg takes his seat, and coming in will be Tegan Rothschild. 5:14 left to go in the third quarter. A 10-point Wildcat lead. LaPie with a chance to make it single digits. And that one again, no good. Rebounded by Dane Miller. His sixth rebound of the ball game. Miller inside for Grossman. Turnaround shot good.
Ashton Grossman for 2.
Grossman's got 10, and the Wildcats lead by 12, 34-22. Overmiller out front to Lehman. Lehman, top of the key, gonna drive inside, working against Miller. Spin move, right block up and good. Nolan's got 11, and the Redmen trail by 10, 34-24. 4:45 left to go in the third quarter. Miller has it right wing, down to Grossman at the right block. They kick it out to Tice. He's wide open for three. Good.
Tanner Tice, 4-3.
So that makes it 37-24. The Wildcats now lead by 13. 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. LaPie has it out front for the Redmen. He'll drive inside, and he'll be fouled. Fourth team foul on the Wildcats. Foul is on Grossman, his second personal foul.
On Ashton Grossman, his second personal, 14th foul.
LaPie will get set here at the free throw line. Trying to cut down that 13-point Wildcat lead. 4:22 left to go in the third quarter. First one for LaPie's on its way. Good. Taylor gets his first point of the ball game. 4:22 left to go in the third. The Superior Wildcats lead the Smith Center Redmen 37-25. Second one for LaPie off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Meyer, his third rebound. He'll push it up the court quickly. Drives inside. Paint shot no good. Tipped around. Rebound put back by Grossman. Good.
Ashton Grossman for 2.
12 points for Grossman. And again, he only averages 6.4 points coming in, but a big night for him. 12 points so far. 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And the Wildcats lead by 14, 39-25. Couch lost the handle on it. Stolen away by Tice. His first steal of the ball game. 11th turnover of the game for the Redmen. As they drive in, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Miller gives it back out to Miller. His shot way too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Kelch. The Redmen bring him back up. Kelch picks up his dribble now to Lehman. Down by 14 are the Redmen. 39-25. 3:30 left to go in the third quarter. Lehman inside for McKenzie. Teagan hands it off to Lehman. Lehman saves it from going out of bounds. Back to Kelch. Around to Overmiller. Wyatt's three. Good! Wyatt Overmiller gets the three to fall. And his first point since before Christmas break. And the Redmen now trail by 11, 39-28. Meyer has it left wing. They kick it out to Miller. Back to Tice. Back to Miller, top of the key. 3 minutes left to go in the third. The Wildcats lead by 11, 39-28. Tice again for three. Again, it's good.
Tanner Tice, 4-3.
Tice has 8, and the Wildcats again lead 42-28. 14-point lead for the Wildcats. 2:45 left to go in the third quarter. Lehman up the right sideline, right to left on your radio dial. Drives into the free throw line. Spin move at the right elbow. Blocked from behind by Miller. Miller brings it up the court. Layup good. Miller's got 6. And the Wildcats lead 44-28. A timeout going to be called by the Redmen. 2:27 left to go in the third. The Wildcats extend their lead back up 44-28. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA on the World Wide Web.
And on Next Tech Channel 165 is the Center Redmen YouTube channel. Some of our sponsors we'd like to thank: Michael and Diana Rice, Dennis and Kathy Hansen, Tim and Dana Weltmer, and Declan, Drake, Darius, and David and Denise Kettenberg, and Dakota and Dominic. Marilyn Sear, Mike and LaDonna Weltmer, who are here tonight. Marion Lytle, Cecil, Jerry Lambert, Perry and Kendra Nisbet and family. Laura Burgess, the People's Bank, Jim Kirshner, Bob and Cindy Wagner, who are here tonight. Bob and Wanda Dietz, James and Carol Wolf. Thank you for your contribution to make good things happen for Smith Center Redmen and Lady Red and everybody at USC 237. I believe I previously announced we were going to have a telethon, and I got information from Greg that said that's not going to happen this year because of the complications with school activities and such like that. So go Redmen, go Lady Red.
Rothschild, Meyer, and Tice for the Wildcats of Superior. Redmond basketball as the Wildcats come out in a full court press. McKenzie ahead to Orr. Orr working down to the left wing to Overmiller. Overmiller on the dribble, picks it up top of the key. Looking to pass off. Wyatt looking, finds Ian Doan. Doan, power dribble, up and good. The Redmen now trail by 14. As Miller drives in, and he's going to be fouled. A second team foul on the Redmen. Fouls on Ian Doan, his first personal foul. So Dane Miller back to the free throw line, trying to extend their 14-point Wildcat lead. First one's good. Miller's got 7. Schnockenberg comes back in. Grossman going to take a seat.
Checking back in, Seth Schnockenberg.
So 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter, and the Superior Wildcats lead by 15. Miller's second one off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Lehman, his 8th rebound of the ball game. Gets it to Doan. Ian brings it up the court. Right to left on your radio dial. Back down to Overmiller, left wing. Gets a screen. Overmiller stops and pops for 3. It's good! 6 points for Wyatt Overmiller in his return to the court. And the Wildcats now lead by 12, 45-33. Minute 38 left to go in the third. Meyer has it right side. Doesn't use the screen, drives inside. Layup left it short. Gets his own rebound, though. As Rothschild puts up the 2, and it's good. Makes it 47-33. Again, a 14-point Wildcat lead as Tegan McKenzie gets the basketball. And a foul going to be on Schnockenberg, his 4th personal foul. 5th Wildcat team foul.
Foul on Seth Schnockenberg.
Grossman comes back in. Schnockenberg going to take a seat. Minute 16 left to play in the third. The Wildcats of Superior leading here at home 47-33 over the Smith Center Redmen. Ian Doan brings it up the court. Between the circles, picks up his dribble, tipped out by Meyer. Meyer comes up with his second steal. He's going to drive in, right block off the glass, count the basket. He heads to the free throw line to shoot one. Fouls on Wyatt Overmiller, his second. 3rd Redmond team foul. 7 points now for Meyer.
Checking back in for Superior, Hunter Mazzulla.
49-33, the Wildcats lead by 16. Minute 6 left to go in the third. Meyer with a chance to put a score at 50, and cannot with that one. Rebound fought for. Meyer comes down with the rebound, his 5th. Kicks it out front. They swing it around to Missoula. Back out front to Rothschild. Around to Dane Miller between the circles. 54 seconds left to go in the third. The Wildcats of Superior lead by 16, their biggest lead. Meyer fires up the 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Nolan Lehman. Nolan's 9th rebound of the ball game. Overmiller pushes it up the court for the Redmen. 42 seconds left to go. Down by 16, 49-33. The Superior Wildcats lead. Dane Miller comes away with the steal. He's going to drive in, lays it in, no good. Rebounded by Overmiller. Miller's shot too hard off the glass, no good. The Redmen take it back. 24 seconds left to go, down by 16. Lehman has a left wing. He's on the dribble down to the left corner. Picks up his dribble there, now looking to pass off. Gives it to McKenzie. McKenzie out front to Doan. Doan around to Overmiller. Overmiller on the dribble now to Orr. 10 seconds left. Down by 16 are the Redmen. 49-33. Overmiller left corner. Three's on its way for Wyatt. No good this time. Rebounded by Dane Miller. Miller, three-quarter court at the buzzer. No good. And that's how the third quarter ends with Superior leading 49-33. We'll take a timeout and be back with the fourth quarter right after this as you're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Next Tech Channel 165, this is the Center Redmen YouTube channel. So come on out and enjoy some basketball with everybody. If you'd like to find out what's going on in Redmen and Lady Red Land, you can go to USD237.com. Up in the top right corner, there's some 3 dots. Click on that, and click on Quick Links, and click on the calendar. So there will be a junior high wrestling match at Stockton on Thursday, and some kind of old men basketball, and the wrestling and senior night, and basketball also with Norton. As I said before, junior high tournament at Phillipsburg, and the winter formal is going to be on Saturday, so get your corsages out. And basketball, I said Republic County. Oh, men seem to play a lot of basketball, so go Redmen.
Miller brings it up the court for the Wildcats. He's going to drive inside. Elevates off the glass, no good. Fighting for the rebound, tipped around. Still fighting for it. Ian Doan comes away with it for the Redmen. Doan down to the right wing. On the dribble is Ian Doan. He crosses over down to the top of the key. Picks up his dribble left side. Skip past the Carr right side. Down to the right corner to Kelch. Kelch looks inside. Takes one dribble. Gets it inside for McKenzie. Teagan goes to work against Grossman. Wraparound pass for Doan. Ian picks it up at the right block, and a foul going to be called on the Wildcats. Their 16th foul. Foul is on Hunter Missoula, his first. 16-point lead for the Superior Wildcats, 49-33 over the Smith Center Redmen. Kelch inbounds to McKenzie. Teagan has it, triple teamed inside, blocked from behind by Dane Miller. Rebounded by Seth Schnockenberg, his 7th of the ball game. Miller with the basketball out front for the Wildcats. 7:15 left to go in the fourth. Superior leads by 16. Doan tips that one out and going to go out of bounds. Turnover by the Wildcats. I have that as their first turnover of the ball game. Wildcats have done a nice job keeping control of the ball in this one. They average 16 turnovers a game, so doing a good job in this one tonight. Again, that's just unofficial stats for you, but unofficially their first turnover of the ball game. LaPie fires up at 3. It rattles out. Rebound put back by Doan. Blocked big time by Dane Miller into the student section of the Superior Wildcats, and the Redmen will regain possession of the basketball. Nolan Lehman comes back in, and Ian Doan going to take a seat. 6:57 left to go, and the Superior Wildcats lead by 16, 49-33. Kelch inbounds to Carr. Benji fires up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Dane Miller. His unofficial 10th rebound of the ball game. They find Grossman up and no good. Too hard. Put back by Schnockenberg. Good. Schnockenberg has 9 points. He's got 8 rebounds, and the Wildcats lead 51-33. Carr drives inside. Left block shot. Blocked by Schnockenberg, out of bounds. And they're going to say Benji touched it last. And Coach Miller going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with him. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
So come out and support your team when you can. When the Redmen and Lady Red are in town on Friday, and wrestling on Friday, and there'll be basketball on Monday also. I'd like to thank everybody who's contributed in the past. If you'd like to help us out, you can send money to Smith Center Junior Senior High School, 300 Roger Barter Way, Smith Center, Kansas, 66967. We'll put your money to good use. Looking to buy a new hard drive, big giant hard drive, so we can store all of our videos so they can put them on the TV. So thank you everyone who's helped in the past. Go Redmen.
Missoula, Miller, Bomba. Also out there is Grossman for the Wildcats. Missoula has a right wing. Backside pass for Bomba. Out to Miller, left wing. Three's on its way. No good. Rebound fought for. Tegan McKenzie rips it away. Unofficially 10th rebound of the ball game for Tegan. 51-33, the Wildcats lead, and a turnover by the Redmen. Unofficially 13th turnover for the Smith Center Redmen, and this one is wide over. Miller comes in. Benji Carr going to take a seat. 6:12 left to go. The Redmen trail by 18, 51-33. Dane Miller has the basketball for the Wildcats. Picks it up, passes to Schnockenberg, back to Miller. Miller quickly ahead to Missoula. Missoula back to Miller. 6 minutes left to go, and the Wildcats are leading by 18, 51-33. Miller looks to the sideline, gets the call. Going to reset the offense as he approaches between the circles to Bomba. Back around to Miller. Inside for Crossman. Bomba for three. Good. Bomba's got 2 threes and 6 points, and the Wildcats lead by 21, 54-33. As a foul going to be called here. 7th team foul in the Superior Wildcats. Fouls on Hunter Missoula, his second. Sends Taylor Lepai back to the free throw line for the Redmen. Tice comes in. Grossman takes a seat. Rothschild comes in, and Missoula takes a seat. 5:38 left to go in this ball game. The Smith Center Redmen trail 54-33. Lepai's no good. A rebound put back by Lehman, no good. Rebounded by Schnockenberg. Schnockenberg for three. It rattles out, no good. Rebounded by Rothschild. Rothschild blocked by Tegan McKenzie. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will be a Redmen basketball. 5:21 left to go. The Smith Center Redmen trail 54-33. With that last rebound, though, Nolan Lehman unofficially a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Derek Kelch has it. Between the circles, picks up his dribble there to the right wing to Overmiller. Overmiller down to the corner to Lepai. Lepai drives in. Kicked out of there by Tice. No kick call. He comes away with the steal. Drives all the way inside. No good. Rebounded by Tegan McKenzie. His 11th rebound of the ball game. Kelch ahead to Lehman. Nolan goes up underneath the basket. No good. Rebound fought for. Goes out of bounds, and a foul going to be called. Fouls on the Redmen. Their 4th team foul. Lepai comes away with the personal. And the Redmen take a timeout, their final full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Redmen Basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Next Tech Channel 165, this is the Center Redmen YouTube channel. And the cheerleaders are cheerleading. I'd like to thank them for doing what they do. Everybody contributes to make good things happen for Redmen and Lady Red. Share the wealth. And then on Friday, February 18th, we will have basketball at Trigo and regional wrestling Teba on Friday and Saturday. And Steak and Songs coming up on February 20th. If you want to go to Steak and Songs, some good food and some good music, get a hold of us, Chantanelle, or call up to the school and leave your name there so somebody can drop by. Tickets are $20. It's, I believe, at 5:30 on Sunday, February 20th. I've got my ticket already. I need to pay for it, though. So go, Redmen, go, Lady Red.
As the Wildcats have the basketball, their next basket will put them at a new season high for points scored in the game. Again, they scored 54 against Heartland back on the 11th of January. That's the most they've scored in a game. They're already at 54, and we still have 4:45 left to go. Dane Miller was the intended receiver of that pass, stolen away by Ian Doan. Second turnover of the ball game unofficially here for the Wildcats. Over Miller, three on its way. That's to the left, over the rim, no good. Last touch by the Wildcats. And it will be Redmen basketball. 4.5 minutes left to go in this game, and the Wildcats lead 54-33. Over Miller will inbound, does so to Carr. They swing it out front to Ora, around to Doan. Doan down to the right corner to Over Miller. Over Miller inside, tipped out by Miller, stolen away by Rothschild. 15th turnover for the for the Redmen as Miller works against Lehman, drives inside, leaves it off. Bumba for two, no good, too hard, rebounded by Over Miller. Over Miller has 5 rebounds in his return from injury. Kicks it out front to Lehman. Nolan drives inside, off the glass, and good. Nolan's got 13, and the Redmen cut the lead back down to 19, 54-35, 3:53 left to go in the ball game. Miller has it out front for the Wildcats. Bounce pass ahead to Tice. Gets a screen from Rothschild. Tice uses the screen, picks up his dribble, puts up the three, no good. Rebound going to be tracked down by Nolan Lehman. Nolan dribbles out of trouble. He'll bring it up the court for the Redmen. 3.5 minutes left to go. The Redmen down to 54-35. Ian Doan couldn't come up with that one. Goes out of bounds. 16th turnover of the game for the Redmen. Into the ball game for the Wildcats, Hunter Missoula. Also coming in will be Theo Mathis. Looks like also will be Owen Perry. Also in there will be Luca Jamison. Staying on the court, Hunter Missoula. Perry will inbound for the Wildcats. 3:28 left to go in the fourth quarter. Superior leads 54-35. Perry ahead to Bamba. Bamba picks up his dribble, gets it ahead to Missoula. Missoula passes it ahead now to Jamison. His shot no good, rebounded by Benji Carr. Carr pushes up the court for the Redmen, down to 54-35. Carr on the dribble, tipped out, picked back up by Carr though. Benji still on the dribble, now gives it off to Lehman. Nolan drives into the free throw line. And a foul going to be called. This one's on Luke Jamison, his first personal foul. 8th Wildcat team foul, and Nolan will head to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 2:58 left to go. The Wildcats of Superior lead by 19, 54-35. The Redmen with a chance to cut the lead down here. Lehman's first one, good. Nolan now has 14 points to go along with his 11 rebounds. 54-36, the Smith Center Redmen trail by 18 with 2:58 left to go. Nolan trying to make it a 17-point game. On its way, good as well. Nolan's got 15 now, and the Redmen trail 54-37. Bombo with the basketball, picks up his dribble, looking to pass off. Ball gets tipped right into the hands of Jamison. Jamison back out to Missoula to Bombo between the circles. Bombo dribbles back out to the center circle, gets the offense set up. They pass it into Mathis. Lost the handle on it. Missoula comes up with it, now to Bombo, right wing. Bounce pass back into Mathis. Tipped down by Lehman, and now Nolan going to get called for a foul. His second personal foul. 5th Redmen team foul. Taylor Pye coming back into the game for the Redmen. Benji Carr going to take a seat. 2:35 left to go. The Superior Wildcats lead the Smith Center Redmen 54-37. Perry inbounds to Missoula. Missoula back to Perry. Perry picks up his dribble, back around to Bomba. Back to Perry, left side. Thought about the three. Instead, gives it to Mathis inside for Bomba. He is a runner, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Nolan Lehman. His 12th rebound, stolen away by Missoula. They kick it out to Perry, right wing. Perry, and a foul going to be called on Ian Doan. His second personal foul, 6th Redmen team foul. So Perry with a chance to give the Wildcats a new season high in points. Again, they scored a 54 against Heartland back on the 11th of January. That's their season high for points in the game. 2:12 left to go. Superior leads 54-37. On its way, And good. Shot just off, no good. Rebounded by Bomba. Back around to Bomba at the right wing. They put up the three. Perry shot no good. Rebounded by Doan. His third rebound as LaPie going to bring it up the court. 1:40 left to go. LaPie down to the left corner. Lost a handle on it. Picks it up. Inside for Orr. Left block up and good. Orr's got 8. And the Redmen trail 55-39. Bomba going to drive all the way in. Lost the handle on it. Picked up by Overmiller. Overmiller down to the top of the key to Lehman. Nolan going to fire up the three. It's good. 18 points for Nolan Lehman. And a timeout called with 1:13 left to go. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
Sorry about that. I don't know why the camera conked out right then. It was doing that a while back, and I reset the battery, and everything was working fine for the last month or so. But then we had that problem again. I don't know. Maybe we just need to get a different battery. Maybe it's a bad battery, or don't know. We'll try to work it out with what money we have available. So always something to go and goofy when you got equipment. So thank you everybody who's contributed in the past, and thank you for everybody who's going to contribute in the future. And thanks to Lady Red and Redmen for all the students at Smith Center Junior Senior High School who do so many things for the community and to help their school. Go Redmen, go Lady Red.
Wildcat basketball out of the timeout. And they lead 55-42 with 1:13 left to go. Koenig and Strike come into the ball game for the Wildcats. As Mathis has it. Tipped and stolen away by Ian Doan. His second steal of the ball game. Kelch brings it up the court for the Redmen. Top of the key, three's on its way for Tarek. Left it short, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Wildcats. So Redmen basketball. 55 seconds left to play. The Redmen trail 55-42. Ian Doan will inbound for the Redmen. It's Doan, Doan, Kelch, LaPie, Orr, and Tegan McKenzie for the Redmen. As Orr comes up a little limp on that. As that'll be the 18th turnover of the ball game for the Redmen. Orr comes in, or Carr comes in, Orr takes a seat. 53 seconds left to play, and the Wildcats have superior lead 55-42. Jamison picks up his dribble to Mathis. They kick it ahead to Perry. Perry across the timeline, and he's going to step out of bounds. Unofficially, 5th turnover for the Wildcats in this one, all coming here in the 4th quarter. 44 seconds left to play. Superior leads 55-42. LaPie drives inside, left block, and he's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on Strite, his first personal foul, 9th Wildcat team foul. So LaPie getting set here for the free throws. As Overmiller going to get set to come back in for the Redmen. 40 seconds left to play. Superior leads 55-42. On its way, good. LaPie has 2 points now. Overmiller comes in, Doan takes a seat, Jamison takes a seat, and Missoula comes into the ball game. Second one for LaPie, good as well. He now has 3 points, all from the free throw line, and the Wildcats of Superior lead by 21, 55-44. Perry ahead to Mathis, back to Perry. Picks up his dribble, looking to pass off Tipped around. Perry comes away with it. Down to Missoula, stolen away by Tegan McKenzie. They get it ahead to LaPie. LaPie's layup good. LaPie has 5 points now, and the Redmen trail 55-46. Perry gets it ahead to Missoula with 10 seconds left, down to the right wing. Missoula holds on to it. Looking to pass off, gives it to Strite. Strite, shot is up, no good. Rebounded by LaPie, and that's how the ball game ends. The Superior Wildcats defeat the Smith Center Redmen 55-46. We'll be right back to wrap up this game for you right after this. You're listening to Redmen basketball on KQMA and the World Wide Web.
And on Next Tech Channel 165, thank you, Terry Long, for running the camera, and Jesse Ray for always doing a great job on the play-by-play. I'm Alan Donovan. We'll see you on Friday somewhere. Go Redmen, go Lady Red.